lesson.
Peppa is going to her first ballet lesson. This is Madame Gazelle, the ballet teacher.
Oh, you must be young Peppa. I am Madame Gazelle.
Hello, Madame.
Oh, so sweet. Welcome to your first lesson of the ballet. I'll pick you up later.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy yourself.
Here are Peppa's friends. Candy Cat, Susie Sheep, Danny Dog, Rebecca Rabbit and Pedro Pony.
Children, today we have a new pupil, Peppa Pig. Now, Peppa, run and join your friends.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Peppa.
Children, we begin with demi-plié. Demi-plié. Now a little jump. Petit jeté. With grace and beauty. Petit jeté. Grace and beauty. Petit jeté. Grace and beauty.
The ballet lesson is a lot of fun.
Raise your arms. Imagine that you are beautiful swans. And what noise do you think a swan might make?
Meow.
Nay.
Oh, grace and beauty.
Peppa loves dancing. Everyone loves dancing.
Mummy, we all danced as swans.
Peppa did very well.
I had to dance beautifully and gracefully.
That's lovely.
Can I show you how I did it?
Let's get home first. Then you can show Daddy Pig and George and me.
Bye-bye.
Peppa and Mummy Pig are home.
Daddy George, I'm going to show you how to do ballet.
Is it difficult?
It was easy for me, but you, George and Mummy will find it very hard. First, we need music. Good. Now, George, Daddy and Mummy, you must copy what I do. Madame Gazelle used funny words, but really, it's just bending your knees and jumping.
Ah, the petit jeté.
Daddy, you know the funny words.
Mummy Pig and I used to be quite good at ballet.
Do be careful, Daddy Pig.
Our favourite was the pas de deux. Hoopla!
Ah!
That wasn't quite how I remembered it.
Silly Daddy Pig.
Maybe we should leave the ballet to Peppa.
Yes, I am the best at it. I am a beautiful swan. Gardening.
Peppa and George are playing at Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig's house.
Grandpa, catch!
Ho, 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 ho. Catch! What's this?
Dinosaur.
A dinosaur? Ho, 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 ho.
Grandpa, what are you doing?
I'm planting these seeds.
Seeds? What do seeds do?
Seeds grow into plants. I just make a little hole and put the seed in. Then I cover it with earth and water it. Everything in my garden grows from tiny seeds like these.
Even the big apple tree?
Oh, yes. This tiny seed will grow into a little apple tree, like this.
Ooh!
And that little apple tree will grow into a big apple tree, like this. Ouch! And inside this apple are more seeds.
To make more apple trees.
Exactly.
Grandpa! I want to plant a seed.
Would you like to plant a strawberry seed?
Yes, please.
This seed will grow into a lovely strawberry plant. First, make a little hole.
Then I put the seed in and cover it with earth.
Shall I water it for you?
No. I want to water it.
Good. Now we wait for it to grow.
Peppa and George are waiting for the seed to grow.
It's not doing anything.
You'll have to be patient, Peppa. It will take a long time to grow.
Peppa, George, it's time to go home.
But we're waiting for my strawberry plant to grow. I wanted strawberries for tea.
Don't worry, Peppa. Next time you come, the seed will have grown into a plant.
I will have strawberries.
Yes.
Come on, Peppa.
Bye-bye, Grandpa. Bye-bye, strawberry.
Grandpa Pig looks after Peppa's strawberry plant. After many days, Grandpa Pig finds a tiny plant growing. Day by day, the plant grows bigger and bigger. Then one day, Grandpa Pig finds something very special.
Strawberries.
Grandpa, we're back.
Peppa and George have come to play again.
Grandpa, did my plant grow?
Yes. Look.
Ooh. Strawberries. Thank you, Grandpa. Grandpa, can we plant something else?
Yes. Now it's George's turn to choose.
Yes, you choose, George. Choose a carrot. Grandpa, I think George wants to grow a carrot.
George, would you like to grow a carrot?
No.
What would you like to grow?
George has thought of something he wants to grow.
Dinosaur.
George wants to grow a dinosaur tree.
Silly George. Dinosaurs don't grow on trees. Dinosaur. Babysitting.
Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are going out for the evening. Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig are going to babysit.
Granny Pig! Grandpa Pig! Donkey Egg! Papa Egg!
Hello, my little ones.
Hello.
Peppa, George, into your beds, quick.
Good night, my little piggies.
Good night, sleep tight.
Good night, Mummy. Good night, Daddy.
What little darlings.
Now go to sleep quickly.
Yes, Mummy.
So well behaved.
Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are leaving for their evening out.
Peppa and George are so good. They just fell asleep when Mummy Pig told them to.
This babysitting is easy.
George? George, are you awake? Shh.
What strange noises?
I wonder if we should check upstairs.
Peppa! George, are you awake? Well, I never. Fast asleep.
So, it wasn't Peppa and George making all that noise.
I can't hear anything.
I think they really have fallen asleep. Let's watch some television.
Gardening. Today we are talking about roses.
Oh, I love gardening programs.
The Giftsgate is a particularly thorny rose. To prune it, start by lopping off the head and then snip away the budding shoots.
Granny Pig,
Peppa? George? You should be in bed asleep.
George and I aren't sleepy at all. Can we watch TV with you?
Well, I suppose watching a little TV might make you sleepy.
Hooray!
Icelandic roses are a rare treat for the discerning horticulturalist, but they are prone to lobbing in temperate habitats.
This programme is very boring. Grandpa Pig, can you play that game where you throw us up and catch us?
OK, but just one turn each. Whee! Oh, you seem heavier than before. Now it's George's turn. Whee!
My turn.
Whee!
Higher, higher. Whee!
Maybe Grandpa Pig is a bit tired.
I know. Granny Pig, let's play catch. You're it. Catch us if you can. Can't catch me.
I'm going to catch you.
Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are back home.
I hope our little piggies are asleep.
Hello? Anyone here? The little piggies are asleep, and so are the big piggies.
The Sleepy Princess.
It is night time. Peppa and George are going to bed.
Good night, Peppa and George.
Mummy, Daddy,
Yes, Peppa?
I'm not sleepy. Can I have a story?
But maybe George is sleepy and doesn't want a story.
George, do you want a story? Say yes.
All right, I will tell you just one story.
If Daddy Pig tells you a story, you must both promise to go to sleep.
We promise.
I think I'll tell you the story of the Sleepy Princess.
Is it a good story? It sounds a bit boring.
It's not boring. It's very good.
Is there a little princess in it?
Peppa, if you keep talking, Daddy Pig can't start the story.
Sorry, Mummy. Is there a little princess in the story, Daddy?
Oh, yes, there is a little princess in it. The Sleepy Princess. Once upon a time, in a castle, there lived a little princess, and she was called the Sleepy Princess.
Daddy, why was she called that?
I'll get to that later.
Was the Sleepy Princess pretty?
Yes, she was very pretty. She loved looking at herself in the mirror.
I am so pretty. Who else was living in the castle?
Well...
The others in the castle were the small prince, Queen Mummy, and King Daddy.
That's right. They were all living there as well.
Did King Daddy have a big tummy?
Of course not. He was very handsome. Like me. Anyway, there was also a dragon.
Dinosaur!
A dinosaur? Oh, yes. It wasn't a dragon. It was a dinosaur. Living outside was a huge, fierce dinosaur.
Oh dear, maybe the dinosaur wasn't quite that fierce, Daddy Pig.
Sorry, George. No, the dinosaur was very gentle. It ate lots of grass.
Daddy Pig!
Oh, sorry. I was being the dinosaur.
Daddy, why is the princess called the Sleepy Princess?
I'm coming to that. You see, the sun set, then the stars and moon came out, and everyone got very sleepy. But the most sleepy of all was the Sleepy Princess. Peppa, are you sleepy?
No, Daddy. I am not sleepy at all.
But somebody is.
George, wake up. You'll miss the end of the story.
Well, Peppa might not be sleepy, but the Sleepy Princess certainly was. Looking at herself all day in the mirror had completely worn her out. Let's carry you to bed. Good night. The Sleepy Princess was so sleepy, she had fallen fast asleep.
Thank you for that story, King Daddy.
You're welcome, Queen Mummy.
And our little prince and princess enjoyed it too.
Mr. Dinosaur is lost.
George's favourite toy is Mr. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
George loves Mr. Dinosaur.
Grrr.
Sometimes George likes to scare Peppa with Mr. Dinosaur.
Grrr. Too scary.
At supper time, Mr. Dinosaur sits next to George.
I beg your pardon? Was that you, George? Or was it Mr. Dinosaur?
Dinosaur.
At bath time, George shares his bath with Mr. Dinosaur.
Good night, Peppa.
Good night, Mummy.
Good night, George. And good night, Mr. Dinosaur.
Grrr.
When George goes to bed, Mr. Dinosaur is tucked up with him. George's favourite game is throwing Mr. Dinosaur up in the air
Whee!
and catching him when he falls back down.
Whee! Whee!
Peppa and Daddy Pig are playing drafts.
I win, Daddy.
Oh, well done, Peppa. George?
George, what's the matter?
Dinosaur.
George, have you lost Mr. Dinosaur?
George has lost Mr. Dinosaur.
Don't worry, George. We'll find Mr. Dinosaur.
It's a job for a detective.
Daddy, what is a detective?
A detective is a very important person who is good at finding things.
Me! I'm good at finding things.
All right, Peppa is the detective.
George, I'm the detective. I will help you find Mr. Dinosaur.
Maybe the detective should ask George some simple questions.
George, where's Mr. Dinosaur?
George does not know where Mr. Dinosaur is.
The detective could try and guess where Mr. Dinosaur might be.
I know where he is. George always has Mr. Dinosaur with him in the bath. So Mr. Dinosaur is in the bath.
Mr. Dinosaur is not in the bath.
Oh. I know where Mr. Dinosaur is. George always has Mr. Dinosaur in his bed at night. See, that's where he is.
Mr. Dinosaur is not in George's bed.
Oh.
Maybe we should try the garden.
Yes, the garden. I was going to say that. Where is Mr. Dinosaur?
Mr. Dinosaur is very hard to find.
Oh, Mr. Dinosaur isn't anywhere.
George, you do love to throw Mr. Dinosaur in the air. I wonder if this time you threw Mr. Dinosaur just a bit too high.
There he is! There he is! I saw him first!
Well done, Peppa. You really are a very good detective.
Dinosaur.
George is so happy to have Mr. Dinosaur back again.
Whee!
Maybe it isn't a good idea to play with dinosaurs near trees.
Dinosaur.